initially would help the U.S. Treasury demand, because you're printing more money to buy U.S. Treasuries. So I think in a way it would suppress the U.S. Treasury yield and help the U.S. government in this fiscal year. But I think going forward, the demand for U.S. Treasury really is determined by whether the U.S. government can finance its budget deficit, whether the U.S. fiscal condition is healthy enough to attract the buyers to buy its treasury. So whether you're using the stablecoin to buy or using the Chinese yuan to buy, it really depends on the fiscal stability of the U.S. government.
But the fact that most of the stablecoin issuers are using U.S. dollar to back rather than RMB, of course, given RMB is still not necessarily the most dominating currencies. What does that say? Is it going to create a new trend and fever for U.S. dollar rather than respecting what you have all illustrated, the rules and the logic?
Yeah, well, I think the U.S. dollar is still 50% of the global reserve system. So I think initially it's an obvious candidate for people to peg their stable coins towards the U.S. dollar. So we're not too surprised, and especially at the early stage of the development of the stable coin, right? So U.S. dollar is a really obvious candidate. But I think going forward, people can peg it with gold, with Swiss franc, with the UK pound, sterling, etc., etc. So I think it really depends on the reserve status of this currency in the system. But right now it is still 50%, well over half of the global reserve is in US dollars.
Yeah, Tony.
I agree with